your life. Somewhere in our audience is the person we're about to honor, one whose spirit of independence and fearless honesty has earned the respect and admiration of everyone. Yes, tonight, this is your life, Geraldine Jones.
This is too much.
Yes, well, come on now.
Don't touch me. Don't you touch me, Ralph. You don't know me that well. You haven't been in my life but 2 minutes, honey.
Geraldine,
Oh.
I'm Ralph Edwards.
I don't care if you Prince Edwards. Just say, Geraldine, will you join me on the stage where we have your check?
All right, Geraldine, I'll say, will you join me on the stage? I don't know
Yes,
if we got
Ralph,
the
I
check.
will.
All right, just go right ahead.
Don't walk behind me, Ralph.
Right up there.
This is too much. What a surprise. I'll go after you, Ralph. We're equal, right?
Very unusual, a man following me. Oh, I want to tell you, we just want to tell everybody about your life. It's all in here. I tell you everything you've done.
Everything?
Everything.
Ralph, if you tell him everything tomorrow, this place is going to be a bowling alley.
You have nothing to worry about, believe me.
Don't touch me, Ralph, please. That's a very sensitive shoulder blade. Don't mess with my life, Ralph.
Your life is a shining example of the American working girl.
Honey, hush. Can I hear it one time for the working girls?
Right on, as they say. Well, sit right here. We're going to begin at the beginning, okay?
That's a good place to start.
We thought you'd like that, Geraldine. Now, you were born in New York City, the daughter of Leroy and Annabelle Jones.
That's right.
Your mother was a housewife and your father was a fireman.
Yes, I was what they called a four-alarm baby.
You were a very precocious child.
Just a minute, Ralph. Watch your mouth. I wasn't convicted. Watch your mouth.
You start to talk at the age of 3 months. Do you remember the first word you ever said?
Yes.
What was it?
That was it, yes.
Oh, it was it.
It was yes then, and it's still yes. Go ahead, Ralph.
You're a delightful child, the apple of your parents' eye. And then you begin your education at the Collins Street School.
That's where I went.
Now listen, Geraldine.
Geraldine, you were always the brightest child in the class.
That's ridiculous. I was the darkest one in the class.
You were my favorite.
Do you recognize that voice?
No, I never heard that voice before in my life.
Well, you should. It's your first grade teacher, Mr. Haskell.
Oh, Mr. Haskell.
Geraldine.
Mr. Haskell, do you still keep the brandy in the inkwell?
It was only used for medicinal purposes.
You sure were sick a lot.
Well, now tell me, Mr. Haskell, how does Geraldine look to you?
The same. She hasn't changed a single bit.
That's right, Mr. Haskell. I got the same measurements I had in the first grade. Mr. Haskell, do you still give candy away?
Yeah, oh, no. Even in the first grade, Geraldine, you show great leadership qualities and a definite mind of your own. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Geraldine was our blackboard monitor and our closet monitor. But she refused to monitor our windows.
That's not funny, Mr. Haskell. One more crack like that and I'll monitor your lips.
Yes, all right. Mr. Haskell, is there any one thing that stands out in your memory about Geraldine?
She was very practical. I remember one day I was lecturing the class on dressing warmly, and I told them a story about a little boy who took his new sled out into the snow, caught a very bad cold, and was still in the hospital. Now, no one spoke for 5 minutes. But then up spoke Geraldine.
What did she say?
She said, "Where's his sled?"
Well, thank you, Mr. Haskell. You'll see him later at the party.
I'll see you at the party, Mr. Haskell. Mr. Haskell, save me a couple of the green ones, will you?
Yeah, thank you, Geraldine. You can be seated, whatever you want there.
Okay.
Now, you continue, Geraldine, with your schooling. You go on to high school and also work part-time as an usherette in a movie theater.
That's right, that's right.
You don't have the job long because you're showing all the young men to the balcony and staying there.
Well, they wanted to stay. Did they tell you the time I threw two chicks off the balcony?
No. There was one person through your life who had a great deal of influence on you, someone after whom you pattern yourself. Now, can you guess who it is?
Let me see now. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Let me see who that is.
Your grandmother.
I told you not to tell me. Now, next time I tell you not to tell me and you tell me, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not.
All right, well, here she is now, Grandmother Josephine Jones.
You to be my grandmother.
Yes,
Don't you touch me. Don't you ever touch me. You don't know me that well. Whippersnapper.
That's my grandma, honey.
Yes, your grandmother practically brought you up. You were inseparable. You did everything together.
We even double dated. Grandma, remember Harry and Joe Johnson?
Yeah. Let's hear it one time for the Johnson boys.
Ooh, yes, honey.
We sure had a good time that night.
And the next night, too. Grandma, I heard one of them died. I told you to lighten up. It's just like you said, Grandma. The family that plays together stays together.
Sure enough. What you see is what they got.
Yes. And they tried to get it all. Grandma, why don't you have a seat till the end of the show?
Well, I hope it don't take too long, because I got a date outside. Double parked.
Say, Grandma, you still go with that undertaker?
Gotta save money any way you can, honey.
Thank you, Grandma. Thank you very much. Geraldine. She's a wonderful
Yes, she
girl.
is. She's a dream.
Geraldine,
Yes.
in 1965, something very special happens to you. Now, tell me if you recognize this voice.
Certainly I recognize that voice. It's you.
No,
I'm standing here
I
watching your lips
know.
move.
I mean,
Go on with the show,
I
Ralph.
mean the voice you're about to hear.
Hello, Geraldine. We met at the annual Pooh Hustlers Ball, and I fell madly in love with you, my dear.
That's Fletcher.
That's right, Geraldine. It's your first boyfriend who is now maitre d' at Mom's Rib Joint, Fletcher Hartman.
But what's he doing here?
Fletcher.
If Killer finds out, this is going to be the end of your life.
Yes,
Hello, Fletcher.
You still got it all together, Mama.
That's right, and that's where it's staying, chump. Don't be entertaining any wild thoughts.
I'm not entertaining them. They're entertaining me.
You always were good with words, Fletcher. You should have been a lawyer instead of a client.
Geraldine, you know, may I speak to the peoples? You know, I always loved Geraldine. Really, truly. And I wanted to marry her. And I
Fletcher?
still want to marry her.
The answer was no then, and it's still no. But I should like the moment to tell you that I shall always admire your taste.
You two were keeping steady company for some time, and then something happened.
Yeah, what?
No. Don't get upset, Fletcher. Just calm down. You do something now, they got filmed evidence. You know what happened? We had to fight on the phone. And the conversation of our love was disconnected.
Yeah, when you hung up that receiver,
My life was ended. I was downtrodden out there, lost in the world. There ain't no place to go. There ain't no money, nothing. You know, I'm trying to take care of business. I'm getting down out there in life. You know what I mean? Had to do a nickel up in Vandalia. That was rough.
Fletcher,
My feet started hurting.
Fletcher!
You stop horsing around. This is my life. It was rough, though, baby. It was really rough without you. I didn't have no money, no place to stay. Couldn't eat. Eating vegetables all the time. And I'm back here to beg forgiveness, Mama. Because you got what it takes to get what I got. Fletcher, what you have, I don't want. And what I got, you ain't gonna get. No, Fletcher, no. Guess I have to find somebody else then, Mama. You blew a nice chance. No, I can take care of business. What's happening, Grandmama?
You got it, huh?
You want to go to the party, baby?
Show them.
As we ring down the curtain,
Hold it, Ralph. Ralph, hold it. Where's Killer? You know my life ain't gonna be complete without Killer.
I'm sorry, Geraldine. We tried to reach Killer, but the phone at the pool hall was always busy.
I'll get it, Ralph. Hold on, Chuck. Hello? Killer? Where are you? Oh, you home watching the show. Like what you see?
Yes, Geraldine.
Yes, well, I'm gonna
Here
be
we
there
go.
a little bit. Don't interrupt when I'm
Geraldine,
talking. Back off, Ralph. Yeah.
Our time is up.
Yeah, if you bother me one more time, your time is up. Killer, put the food on and warm it up. I'm gonna come on. I'm very tired. I'm gonna ready to eat, you know? Okay. Yes. Well, never mind on the food. Just hold it. We'll eat after.
Geraldine Jones, this is your life.
Thank you, Ralph Edwards. You're too much. Give me 5 and 2 for the road.